The mics are dead.
Somebody probably pulled the plug on it. Yeah.
My friends, one of the wonders of a liberal arts college is its ability, in its deeply held commitment to academic freedom and to the decision to listen to each other's opinions. If you wish to protest the speaker's remarks, I would ask that you would do it in silence, as some were doing in the back. That is perfectly appropriate, but he has the right to offer this opinion here, and we would like him to continue with his remarks.
Clean it up.
The curfews, the armed clashes with angry crowds that leave scores of Iraqi dead, the military governor, the Christian evangelical groups who are being allowed to follow on the heels of our occupying troops to try and teach Muslims about Jesus, the occupation of the oil fields, the notion that the Kurds and the Shiites will listen to the demands of a centralized government in Baghdad, the same Kurds and Shiites who died by the tens of thousands in defiance of Saddam Hussein, a man who happily butchered all of those who challenged him. And this ethnic rivalry has not gone away. The looting of Baghdad, or let me say the looting of Baghdad, with the exception of the oil ministry and the interior ministry, the only two ministries we bothered protecting, is self-immolation. As someone who knows Iraq, speaks Arabic, and spent 7 years in the Middle East, if the Iraqis believe, rightly or wrongly, that we come only for oil and occupation, they will begin a long, bloody war of attrition. It is how they drove the British out. And remember that when the Israelis invaded southern Lebanon in 1982, they were greeted by the dispossessed Shiites as liberators. But within a few months, when the Shiites saw that the Israelis had come, not as occupiers, not as liberators, but occupiers, they began to kill them. It was Israel who created Hezbollah, and it was Hezbollah that pushed Israel out of southern Lebanon. As William Butler Yeats wrote in Meditations in Times of Civil War, we had fed the heart on fantasies, the heart's grown brutal from the fair. This is a war of liberation in Iraq, but it is a war now of liberation by Iraqis from American occupation. And if you watch closely what is happening in Iraq, if you can see it through the abysmal coverage, you can see it in the lashing out of the terrorist death squads and the murder of Shiite leaders in mosques, the assassination of our young soldiers in the streets. It is one that will be soon joined by Islamic radicals. And we are far less secure today than we were before we bumbled into Iraq. We will pay for this, but what saddens me most is that those who will, by and large, pay the highest price are poor kids from Mississippi or Alabama or Texas who could not get a decent job or health insurance.